Welcome to The Explainer. So today we're going to be dissecting a really fascinating document. Now, on the surface, it looks like a simple daily devotional. But if you look closer, it's actually a powerful blueprint for building a global community, basically from the ground up. We're going to pull back the curtain and see exactly how it works. And that really brings us to the central question, right? How do you take a single daily message and turn it into this massive, coordinated, worldwide effort? Well, we're about to look at a very specific blueprint for how that's done. So what we're going to do is break this thing down, piece by piece, to really understand the strategy behind it. It's a really interesting journey that takes you from just a core message to getting you to practice it personally, and then boom, mass mobilization. Let's dive in. Okay, so every single effective movement, it starts with one powerful idea. And for this devotional, that big idea is what they called the kingdom mindset. And the entire teaching, the whole thing, is anchored right here in this specific piece of scripture. You see, by kicking things off with a direct quote from the King James Bible, it instantly gives it this, theological foundation. It establishes an authoritative source for everything that's about to come. So what exactly is this kingdom mindset? Well, the devotional defines it as a pretty fundamental shift in your focus. It's basically a call to stop worrying so much about the temporary, day-to-day stuff, and instead start shaping your thoughts and your decisions around things that are eternal. Heavenly matters. And you gotta notice the communication tactic they're using here. It's really powerful. They create a super clear binary, a choice. On one side, you've got heavenly things. That's the eternal stuff, the stuff with purpose. And on the other side, earthly concerns, framed as just temporary distractions. This presents the reader with a very simple, very distinct choice. It's A or B. Okay, so an abstract concept is one thing, right? But how do you get someone to actually live it? Let's jump into the next part and see how this devotional takes that big idea and turns it into concrete, personal actions you can take. And this is key. The devotional doesn't just leave you hanging. It gives you a direct call to action, a really clear, tangible instruction for your day, which is to go out and actively cultivate this kingdom mindset and just live with eternity in mind. And they lay it all out in this super simple but really effective 3-step process. So you can see step 1 is just understanding the message. Step 2, you accept that call to action and actually apply it. And then step 3, the final piece, is prayer. That's what reinforces the whole decision. Then the text gives you 2 very distinct prayers, and this is clever. The first prayer is for someone who's already a believer. It's all about reinforcing that day's message, the whole kingdom mindset thing. But that second one, the prayer of salvation, well, that serves a totally different purpose. It's basically an onboarding tool. It's a script for new converts to officially join the faith. So you've got retention and recruitment, all in one neat package. Really smart. All right, so from that very personal moment of prayer, the focus is about to zoom way out. Dramatically. We're pivoting from what you do personally to a massive shared mission for everyone. And the scale of this mission is, well, it's breathtaking. The source sets this incredibly audacious and specific target, 500 million. This is not some vague hope. It's a massive, quantifiable goal, and it's absolutely designed to grab your attention. And then they take that huge number and they give it a name. It's not just a figure anymore. It becomes a formal campaign, Operation 500 Million Souls for Christ. This kind of branding, it gives the whole thing a sense of purpose, right? A structure and definitely a sense of urgency. So how on earth do you make a mission that big feel accessible to the average person? Well, this part is absolutely crucial. It doesn't leave you wondering what to do. It lays out 3 crystal clear roles you can take. You can be a prayer partner, a volunteer missionary, or a kingdom investor. What this does is create multiple ways for people to get involved. It means pretty much anyone can participate, no matter how much time they have or where they live or what their financial situation is. Okay, so finally, once you're inspired and you've been given a role, how does the organization keep you in the loop? How do they keep you engaged? Let's take a look at the digital infrastructure they've built to connect and sustain this whole global community. You see, the devotional doesn't just end with a thanks for reading, see you tomorrow. No, it actively funnels you into this sprawling digital ecosystem. And look at how specific it is. WhatsApp is for midnight prayers and daily messages. Telegram is for messages and podcasts. Then you've got the whole suite: Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, for all kinds of content and updates. This is way more than just a mailing list. It's a full-on multi-platform network designed for continuous daily engagement. And they tell you exactly why they're doing this. The purpose is stated right there. The goal is to stay connected, stay empowered, and keep walking in the victory of Christ. It's all about keeping people plugged into the community and the message, making them feel empowered, and maintaining this shared sense of, forward momentum, a feeling of victory. At the end of the day, it's about building a persistent digital fellowship. So, when you take a step back and you look at the whole thing, a really clear mobilization funnel starts to emerge. It kicks off with one single core idea. Then it makes that idea practical with personal, daily actions. From there, it connects your personal action to this huge group mission. And the final step? It funnels you right into that digital network to make sure you stay engaged for the long haul. So what we've seen here is one really powerful model for building a global community. It really shows how a carefully structured message, when you amplify it with clear calls to action and a solid digital network, can become a blueprint for reaching a massive worldwide audience. And it kind of leaves us with a fascinating question, doesn't it? In this age of digital connection, what does it really take to build a truly global community? As our world gets more and more connected, what other shapes and forms will these kinds of communities take?